Give. Can you pass it around?
Yeah, pass it around first.
Okay. Yesterday, I called on the MCA, Gerakan and MIC ministers to stop making confusing, contradictory and misleading statements about Hadi's private members bill and to take a clear-cut stand, an unequivocal position. Firstly, that they oppose a government priority to Hadi's private members bill, motion for it to be debated and voted in the present meeting of Parliament, and secondly, that they oppose any government takeover of Hadi's private members bill after the motion is passed. All the MCA Deputy President Wee Ka Siong and the Minister in the Prime Minister's Department could say was to make the ridiculous and baseless allegation that I was using dirty tactics to trap MCA and the other BN component parties. I do not know whether to express sympathy or commiseration with the MCA Deputy President that the MCA and non-UMNO ministers who feel that and are behaving as if they are trapped. Behaving they are like a mouse caught in a mouse trap of their own making, especially when they dare not even blame the UMNO leadership for putting them in such an unenviable plight. MCA leaders like Wee Ka Siong can only blame themselves if they feel trapped on Hadi's private members bill motion or because of their lack of political principles. MCA, Gerakan, MIC and all the other 15 non-UMNO ministers should force the issue at the cabinet meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Must force the issue at the cabinet meeting tomorrow that there is no consensus for the government to give priority to Hadi's private members bill motion or for government takeover of Hadi's private members bill, and to make it very clear that there is no way that Hadi's private members bill could be debated and voted in the present meeting of Parliament. As recently as last weekend, when the Prime Minister was visiting Sabah, he boasted that the Barisan Nasional had achieved consensus among 13 component parties. It was during his visit to Sabah where Najib made the baseless and ludicrous allegation that Mahathir's cooperation with me to save Malaysia from kleptocracy is an Alibaba arrangement, forgetting that the biggest Alibaba Axis partnership in Malaysia's 60-year history is the Najib Jolo Axis, which has catapulted the nation to become a global kleptocracy with the largest multi-billion dollar 1MDB money laundering scandal, with criminal prosecutions and investigations in over half a dozen countries except in Malaysia. But that is a subject for another press conference. I want to ask MCA, Gerakan, MIC and all the other non-UMNO ministers whether there is consensus in the cabinet for the government to give priority in Parliament for Hadi's private members bill to be debated and voted on in the current meeting of Parliament, and number two, whether there is cabinet consensus for UMNO BN federal government to take over Hadi's private members bill after Parliament had adopted Hadi's private members bill motion. If the answers are clear-cut, no consensus, and I think there can be two other ways about it, any other ways about it, why the MCA, Gerakan and MIC and all the other non-UMNO ministers dare not say so loud and clear and tell Najib and the UMNO ministers that there is no cabinet consensus for both cases and there is no way for Hadi's private members bill to surface in Parliament? Or have the Barisan Nasional consensus finally been replaced by UMNO hegemony, both in the cabinet and the BN Supreme Council, when what the other 12 non-UMNO BN parties and leaders say, want and wish are irrelevant and do not matter, as all the other parties have just to kowtow to the wishes and desires of UMNO hegemony. If this is the new situation in BN, then let it be spelled clearly and specifically, instead of allowing the fig leaf of BN consensus to hide the reality of UMNO hegemony. This is why I'm asking MCA, Gerakan, MIC and all the other 15 non-UMNO ministers out of the 35 strong Najib cabinet to submit to Najib their resignation from the cabinet, and the resignation to take effect the moment Hadi's Private Members Bill motion is given priority and comes in Parliament for debate and vote. This is the least that the ministers from the MCA, Gerakan, MIC and Sabah Sarawak PM parties can do to show they are men and women of principle and not in politics just for position, money and power. In the 13 general elections, Barisan Nasional won 133 parliamentary seats, UMNO 88 and the other BN parties collectively a total of 45. UMNO is left with 86 MPs with the departures of Muhyiddin and Shafiq Abdal. If the 15 non-UMNO ministers resign from Najib cabinet and the 45 MPs from the non-UMNO parties in BN withdraw their support from Najib, then Najib premiership and government falls, precipitating a political and constitutional crisis, as the Najib government will have lost the majority support of 222 MPs in Parliament. A new PM and a new government will have to be formed. Let us see whether it is possible to have a new PM and a new government which is committed to support Hadi's Private Members Bill, as I believe not all the 86 UMNO MPs are prepared to vote in support of Hadi's Private Members Bill motion, as the Deputy Home Minister himself has publicly stated that his opposition to Hadi's Private Members Bill. Before I ask you for questions, there are two